Emmanuel Macron is facing increasing Frexit calls, with a campaign group ramping up its demands for a referendum on France's membership of the EU and warning, the salvation of France is at stake. The UK left the EU on New Year's Eve following 47 years of membership in a move Boris Johnson said would inject new-found sovereignty into the nation and enable it to take back control of its rules, borders and fishing waters. The French government and in particular President Macron have been huge vocal critics of Brexit, often threatening to vote down agreements if the terms did not adhere to their red lines. But now Frexit is growing in pace and power on social media through Europe, with calls growing for France to create its own Brexit and follow the UK out of the EU. French political movement Generation Frexit has ramped up its campaign for a referendum to take place to enable the country's 68 million people to decide on its future in the EU. The group's president Charles-Henri Gallois said in one video interview, having 27 countries with divergent interests on just about every subject and wanting to come up with a common position weakens the position of each country. An independent country, sure of its strength, defends itself much better. Brexit is the first stone that will bring Frexit, Italexit. It is because we love Europe that we hate the European Union. The European Union is the degeneration of Europe. Mr. Gallois said in a separate interview, we need a referendum on our EU membership. The salvation of France is at stake. The Generation Frexit president stressed his campaign group wants to give the French people the opportunity to say if they want to remain or not in the EU, exactly in the same way the British did, and is confident of success in any referendum that might take place. He reserved particular praise for Nigel Farage, who was the real Brexit hero and also believes Scotland will not follow through with its threats of independence from the rest of the UK. Mr. Gallois said, we support Frexit, but this referendum petition goes beyond that. We want to give the French people the opportunity to say if they want to remain or not in the EU, exactly in the same way the British did. Scotland voted mainly to remain in the EU, but from now on they will see the consequences of Brexit. I think they will be positive, so I don't believe they will separate from the UK. Scotland is not as rich as England, so it would be crazy to become an independent country. The Generation Frexit president believes any referendum would provide France with the opportunity to take back control of our country, a message frequently repeated by Boris Johnson during Brexit negotiations.